All right, guys. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Hope everyone's doing well. This is Sean with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy the game and possibly take in a little Monday market report action when it's all said and done. This is for the week ending February 12th, 2023. Kind of a week. Weird week. What did I say? I forgot. It's a weird week. It is because we're kind of like, after everything cleared up with the Long Beach sale, which is one of the biggest coin shows of the year. We had the Florida Fund sale in January. We had the Long Beach sale, which concluded last week. And then now we're looking forward to the next thing, whatever that may be. But anyways, kind of a semi-quiet week on like some of the super high-end coins. You're going to find that in this particular report that we have more along the lines of really nice type pieces to have sold. If this is your first time here, this is where we talk about some of the most notable post-1900 modern era of graded coins to have sold. This week we're going to take a look again at greatcollections.com. They were restocked with a lot of really nice coins. And we're going to talk about them. We have 19 to talk about, which is a pretty decent list. And you're going to really enjoy some of the coins we have here today. And there are a couple registry set quality type pieces that did sell. And there were quite a bit of all the other rest of the coins, which is good. It's good to see for once that a report where it's not too registry set heavy. I think I could speak for a lot of people, like how about some key dates in there? How about some really nice, just overall obsolete type pieces that people will enjoy for exactly that? Just to add a really nice piece or maybe pick up as a future investment. You just never know. Week ending February 12th. Let's go ahead and jump right in to what has sold here on Great Collections for all of your selling and buying needs. GreatCollections.com is one of the premier auction houses today. I would consign with them if I had a collection myself of notable coins that I want to move. They do a fantastic job with their advertising, and marketing is second to none. They are fantastic. And if you're looking to pick up a really nice piece for your collection, they will have it as well. All right, so let's go ahead and bounce right on in here. Starting out with our featured coin of the week. What's going on with this 1982 Lincoln Memorial cent? It is one of the higher priced coins on the list today. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the variety. As you guys know, there's 7 different date size varieties of this particular coin. We have the Philadelphia 1982 small date, and this is also the bronze composition as well. So they made this same coin in both bronze and copper-coated zinc. So keep that in mind. This is just an overall tough one to find in high grades, and this one managed to peg probably the highest grade that you could ask for this particular date. And Mint State 68 Red was what PCGS gave this one, and this one is one of just a couple registry set coins on the list today. This one ended up selling for $6,243.75. A great way to start out this edition of the Monday Market Report. The next one that we have here, this is also another registry set coin, albeit not the finest grade. I believe there's a 67 plus of the same very date. It's a 1973D, this time a Lincoln Memorial as well. This one graded out PCGS Mint State 67 Red. Again, do not buy into these as an investment. These are made purely for the registry set market, which is kind of a niche, and the deepest of deep pockets will buy and pay large amounts of money for some of the finest graded coins of their respective series. You could add this one to the mix. Any other day of the week, this would just be 1 cent. Or probably 3 cents if we take into account the cost of the copper in there. But this one, ladies and gentlemen, sold for $1,206.37. This is one of the neatest varieties that you could cherry pick. And if you're not looking through these proof sets, specifically 1960, for any varieties whatsoever, you're not doing it right, and you're leaving a lot of money and opportunity on the table. Much like the business strike coin that bears a Denver mint mark, there is also this Philadelphia proof coin that you see here that exhibits the small over large date variety. It is a double to die by all accounts. It's FS 102 in the Cherry Picker's Guide, and NGC this time around graded this one as simply just a proof 69 red, which that's probably a very attainable grade for a 1960 proof Lincoln, especially one that looks like this. Half the battle in this case would be finding one that would have any sort of cameo contrast. While the reverse looks to have more cameo than the obverse, they don't assign, like a full grade to something if it's just 50%, which is what this one is here. So this is a coin, ladies and gentlemen, that you can cherry pick out of a $25, $30 proof set. This one sold for $1,012.50. So if you did find one, I would say send it off to NGC, have it graded, have it attributed with the said variety, the FS 102, and then make a boatload of money. And that's probably one of the more realistic ways that you could take advantage of a hobby where you can make a few bucks in the process. All right, so here's one of our great little key dates that, it doesn't impress you grade-wise. All right, it's a VF30, sure, it's just decent, but, it looks a lot worse than that when you look at the coin. Now, it's understandable. It's a 1922. These were all minted in Denver, by the way, but this one is what they call the plain no mint mark type. It is also accompanied with the strong reverse die that struck this coin, which is very important. That's what makes it more desirable because it has better detail on there. Generally, a lot of these will exhibit rather weak obverse strikes, very mushy strikes, and that is commonplace. It doesn't matter if it's a good condition coin or one that's mint state. So this one right here, a consummate key. This will end up in any sort of like a typeset, a just armchair Lincoln series set. You name it. Even an investor will add one of these to their portfolio. This one sold for $1,105.88. And the same goes for this time. This time we have an XF45 in a 1914 Denver. This is another great key date. The grade's not going to knock your socks off, but again, if you're going to consider a coin that has a lot of detail meat on there, you are going to spend a little bit of money for it. This one is also CAC green beaned as well, and this one sold tonight for $1,362.38. The last Lincoln on the group, we got to add our favorite 1909 with the VDB initials on the reverse. This is a very well collected coin. Easy to find in mid-state condition, maybe not to this level. But this is a coin that everybody has to add to their collection in one way or the other. It doesn't matter what grade it is. This is a PCGS Mint State 67 red, which is fantastic. That's a very nice high-end, very equitable, very investable grade. If you're looking to invest in a coin, you could do a lot worse. But this one, just beautiful with its satiny surfaces and just a really nice sharp strike as well. This one sold for $1,462.50. The final 1 cent denom on the list is a coin that I'm no stranger to, 1908 S Indian Head Cent. It is, of course, the first penny denomination or 1 cent denomination to feature a physical mint mark right on there. So it's on the reverse underneath the wreath in that little blank section there. But anyways, this is always a collector favorite, not only to Indian Head Cent enthusiasts, but all collectors in general because of its significance with that mint mark. PCGS gave this one a Mint State 65 red, which I fully agree with. It's great looking, CAC certified, and this one sold for $3,150. Just simply ravishing. Very good looking coin, and I personally wouldn't mind owning something like this. All right, now we're on to nickels, and I will say, nickels have been quite mediocre lately. Probably since the beginning of the year. We haven't seen any marquee Jefferson nickels, any full steppers, anything that's really gonna, raise the collective eyebrow with people in numismatics, because when a full steps top pop coin of a rarity date comes across the auction block, a lot of people do notice, but nobody has been noticing anything lately coming from the auction scene, whether it's GC, Heritage, you name it. It's just been overall quiet. Now, does this mean possibly that the scarcity of some of the dates alone, is keeping a lot of these coins in their respective registry sets or collections? It's a possibility. We may not see any of these sell in any sort of significance anytime soon, especially some of those late 60s, like a 68S or a 68D, 69 also is another big one. A lot of 1950s Jefferson nickels with full steps are going to be rarities, and they already are. And full steps, of course, is the key. How about this 1971 J-Nick here? This is a proof coin. This one is missing the S mint mark, so this is the one of the big coins to look out for as you're cherry picking through proof sets. That's going to feature a missing mint mark. They're quite scarce, and because of that, they do sell for a tremendous amount of money. This one is a proof 69 cameo. It does have a little bit of that frost there on the devices, which is what you want to see. This one did sell for $1,996.88. So there's still a lot of value here. A great coin to cherry pick, and it's worth a lot of money. There is two buffaloes. How about this beautiful looking 1919? A great, fantastic graded piece showing the sharp hammered strike as you would expect of any teens buffalo. This one is a mid-state 66, which is not close to being the highest. I think it's like 68 plus or 69 is what the highest grade is for this date. However, you can't argue with just an overall pleasing type coin. It's CAC green bean as well. And this one did sell for $1,136.25. And another good one here. We talked about one of these not too long ago, but we have a 1913S Type 1 featuring our good old Buffalo Buddy on the reverse on a raised mound. So this is the earlier design type of this, and always a favorite. Again, the S Mint is always the hotly pursued mint out of all three types. Mid-State 66, again, pleasing grade. This one sold for $1,462.50. All right, we have a few dimes. I would say, again, we're seeing the same thing with dimes as we are with nickels. There's just not a lot of them entering the marketplace. But we do have this 1958 Roosevelt dime. This one is a mid-state 67 plus full torch, so it's got a very nice sharp strike. Of course, as you can see, the toning is really what garnered a lot of interest in this coin. Just the overall original skin that a coin would possess is a hot commodity, with people that collect into these. So this one right here was a surprising entry at $1,805.68 was the sale price. And we just don't see Roosevelt dimes, especially of this common date, to sell for that level of money. And we also had a few Mercury dimes. We have just a really nice 1936, which to date by itself, this is one that you could find with probably some of the sharpest strikes you can imagine, especially for the Philadelphia coins. NGC graded this one as mid-state 67 plus with full bands. It's also CAC certed as well. And this one sold for $1,130.39. And the other coin on the list, this one is a much bigger coin. Consider it a semi-key date. a little bit lower mintage, not quite 1916D or 1921 level, but this would probably come in third place just on mintage alone of a coin that maybe you might be interested in finding in any grade. So this S-minted beauty right here is a Mint State 66 full bands. Surprised that it doesn't have a CAC sticker on it. I would imagine that might be an area of opportunity for someone that's looking to enhance this a little bit more. I wouldn't wait too much longer. CAC is beginning to grade coins now. So I don't know if they're still doing the green beans, but you know that time is ticking, that clock is ticking, and there may not be too much opportunity to do the CAC service any longer. This one sold for $5,602.26. All right, we have quite a few quarters, so let's go ahead and roll through them, starting out with this toned 1958. This is just a Philly minted coin. We do have, admittedly, some registry set caliber pieces because they're all just insanely high graded. This one's NGC Mint State 68. Surprised that there wasn't like a star or something to this because of its eye appeal. Although toning isn't necessarily everyone's cup of tea, especially when it's like nice and dark and gray like this one. However, this one is on here, and it ended up selling for $1,896.75. So definitely keep an eye out for some original toned pieces out there in the market or in old albums because they do exist. And because of their rarity with the toning, they do command as much money as they can for people that collect these. And we also have this one, also a toned 53S Washington quarter, not a rarity. All right, so keep that in mind. This is another NGC Mint State 68. And this one sold for $1,518.75. So we do have a pair of really nice, I would say, middle-of-the-road key dates. All right, we talk about Washingtons all the time, but you know, we don't give a lot of credit to the 32D and the 32S. All right, they're the two headliners in the Washington Quarter Series with mintages under $1 million each. So these are, again, very important coins in the hobby to typeset and Washington Quarter collectors alike. The two coins you see here are probably not what I would consider to be just like for any registry set. People are gunning for 67s and 68s of these particular dates. However, this 32S is a Mint State 65. It's got the original skin tone on there, which, again, it's not everybody's favorite, but it's important in the sense that this coin was never doctored at any one point. So this one right here is sold for $1,896.75. And we also had the 32D here. However, this one is a Mint State 62 this time around by PCGS. And this one sold for $1,191.38. The last final two coins on the list are really nice. Just overall, just beautiful type pieces of a Standing Liberty quarter and a Barber quarter. I mean, if you're looking to add something that's, you know, really nice, that's not necessarily breaking the bank too heavily, then, you know, you've come to the right place. Great Collections sells coins like this all the time. So we have a 1930 Philly Standing Liberty quarter. This thing is beautiful. Man, this thing looks like it was minted just yesterday. But NGC graded this as a Mint State 66 plus with full head. So it's a highly detailed strike, showing everything that you need on Lady Liberty, and you know, all the rivets are nice and well struck on the shield. This is a keeper, and this one sold for $2,931.75. And the final coin on the list is that Barber quarter. This is a 1902 not a wildly rare date, but you know, when it comes to finding one that is this clean looking, that's better than about uncirculated. Yeah, they're kind of tough to source out. So this one is a PCGS Mint State 62, showing lots of luster still. A little bit of chatter in the fields and on the highest points of the devices of the coin. Overall, just a really nice, pleasing high-end piece that ended up selling for $1,040.62. That is just a really good-looking type piece. But that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this edition of the Monday Market Report. Again, nothing that is going to blow you away, money-wise. There was no $10,000 coin on the list, but you got to agree with that some of the coins on this list, certainly has their place. And, a few of these coins, for example, if I had to pick one out, a 32S or a 32D rather, in low-end mint state, was a coin that you were able to buy for under $1,000 as recently as 10 years ago. So seeing that a lot of these are above that $1,000 threshold now pretty handily means that the coin market is doing really well, and that you could always rely on this type of commodity if you're looking to possibly, save up for the future, and have this investment class that is, backed by silver and the monetary system, and the overall appeal of collecting old money is just, it couldn't be any stronger than it is today. But I am your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Thank you so much again, ladies and gents, for tuning in. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Super Bowl. And that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. So if you guys are checking this one out on a Monday, have a great week. Don't work so hard. And like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's content. Check me out on TikTok at BlueRidgeSilverhound if you like the shorter fare stuff. And that's it. You guys take care. Have a great night. And I'll see you on the next coin video.